Hello, welcome to a new any percent glitched world record. This is a 928, and this is how I did it. So pretty simple, chapter 1, fast wall climb there. As I was trying to get this, chapter 1 was my most reset level, just because of that little, I don't know what you call them, the color guys. He was always in the way. Also, this is Makoto from Persona 5, which I made back in January or February. Ported it finally over to my phone like 2 months after making it, and then waited like another 2 months, it felt like, before doing this run. So it's been a long process of just me putting this off. Anyway, here, switch back to a stick, and there's this new strat that Second IO made, and it's been optimized to launch you higher up more consistently, and yeah, that's how you save, like, I don't know, probably 20 seconds off of that level. Oh, and here, yeah, I forgot about this. You do the cutscene glitch. Do it here. That allows you to pick up the wire during this rock falling cutscene. And it looks like I'm walking slower here. I don't really know what that's about, but I do pick up pace, or do pick up the speed once I'm out of the main area. Everything from here is pretty straightforward. So this is Makoto. I made her while I was playing Persona 5, or right after I beat Persona 5 in January, and I thought I was going to do the run then. But there were some issues with porting this over to my phone, because I drew it on my on the Steam version of the game, right? Because it's easier to draw more precisely with a mouse rather than my finger. So I drew her, couldn't port it because the site was down, and then at some point I found that there was like website code, so I managed to use the ID for this character to share it with my phone. So I finally did that, and then I didn't feel like speedrunning, and I've been super busy for the past few weeks, so yeah, haven't been grinding except last night when I did this run at like midnight. Now this was the last run of the night, and it was a pretty smooth chapter 3 as well. Now in chapter 2, you usually pick up the pickaxe, but you don't do it with this new route, as it's not a very good line for the launch. So you end up doing it in chapter 5, which is also not the best line, but it's the best we're going to get considering we need it in chapter 5. I wanted to try and add it in chapter 4 during that skip, but it just took too long, and I ended up messing up the chapter 4 skip, so I didn't implement it in this run. So pick up the pickaxe there. That way you can break 3 rocks at least in this level. Now Second IO found that you can do the chapter 4 cutscene skip thing during this cutscene. It's a lot easier on Android. It looks like you can do it during like any cutscene at any time. And you can do it using a setup that I do in chapter 8 later. But I found that it's just not that helpful, and if you time anything wrong, it just teleports you back to where the auto-scroller part is supposed to start. So it's not the most optimal thing, or at least needs to be optimized for future use. I spam buttons a lot more, like when during this I spam the continue button or next level, whatever it says, and then at the end of the chapter. Chapter 6, I don't remember exactly what Second IO and myself did in the last runs that we've done, but I ended up just picking up the water pencil here because it's in the way. You could squeeze between them, but you're gonna have to collect it later anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's better to just grab it than try to do something so precise and end up resetting over it. But yeah, chapters like 4 through 7 are unchanged pretty much. Only chapter 2 and 8 have been changed, and 3 I guess, with the addition of the chapter 4 skip glitch thingy at the start of the level. It could be used here, but it's a little bit too blind for it to be like useful, I think. And it also takes a few seconds to set up anyway. Or, well, not that long, but you still have to like pause the game so the cutscene doesn't keep going. Unfortunately, my chapter 7 sucks, as always. And I kind of just had to hope that I got it. I lost a few seconds on this level, but I was still ahead at this point. And as I went into chapter 8, I remember looking at my splits, and it said that I was on track for a 949. So sub 950, which I was like, hey, that is totally cool. So here I do the chapter 4 skip again, picking up the key first and then the ice pencil. I did this because in one of my other runs that I tried to do it on, I picked up the ice pencil first and then the key, and the key didn't load very quickly. So like, I had to wait outside the door for the key to appear on the left side for some reason. It was weird. So for the most part, this section stayed the same. I thought about implementing this new strat that you'll see at the end of it, but it just takes so long to set up, and it's, well, yeah, I guess to set up. So it's not really beneficial for the overall speedrun, I don't think. Potato! So I originally wasn't planning on speedrunning this weekend. Like, I have exams coming up. I've been so busy for the past few weeks that I just wanted to like relax, you know? But I kind of just felt like I needed to get it done at some point. Like, it had been long enough, and I was feeling good. I had my character already, so there was no point in stalling. And Tears of the Kingdom, or the sequel to Breath of the Wild, comes out in now 6 days. Yesterday, when I recorded this run, it was a week. So I was like, okay, let's get this out of the way, and then for the entire summer I can grind that and not worry about speedrunning as much. So here I implemented a new dragon strat that Second IO did in either, I don't remember if it was his any % run or if it was his chapter 8 IL, but basically you hit one dragon and then it levels them all out. It's just much faster and pretty easy to do with less risk, and it makes going to the middle last a lot. It makes more sense to do that. And now do this thing where you press a pencil and the pause at the same time, which opens that up. You draw something, you press settings, you press OK, and then you can open up the settings, or like you can back out of the settings and it will unlock your book, and then you do the same thing for the chapter 4 skip where you make it, or where you edit a character and make a new character and then close out and you can move. So now instead of having to walk slowly after this cutscene runs, you're just allowed to sit on top of it, so you can just end the run immediately after this cutscene. And this glitch can be implemented in chapter 5 and a few other chapters, but it's not, I don't think it's as important as it is here, probably considering how slow you walk at the end. So yeah, that was a 928. I ended up saving like 30 seconds on that last level somehow. I don't know, but I think it was closer to 25. But it was a big goal. And honestly, I don't know. We're getting somewhere with this run where I don't know what the last barrier to be broken is, but I'm not sure if it's a minute barrier or just second barriers. Like, can we get a sub 920 or sub 925? You know, just break it down bit by bit by optimizing the strats used in this run and other runs, especially like individual level runs. I think there's a lot to be learned from the community. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go enjoy Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out, and I will not be posting videos for a hot minute. So yeah, go play Persona 5. It's a good game. I chose Makoto because she's like voted to be the most popular character, and I think she's pretty cool. So thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.